Here we have a beautiful example of a 2021 Infiniti QX50 Sensory. The Sensory is not the most loaded version of the QX50, but it's pretty close. There's one package higher called the Autograph, but aside from that, the Sensory, this one is very, very nicely equipped with features. You have this beautiful perforated leather interior. You have a big panoramic sunroof to allow lots of natural light in the interior. And you have a power sunshade to dim things down if it gets too bright, but we're in the shade, so leave it open. Obviously the sunroof already opens as well. Universal garage door opener, electronic parking brake, there's a stop start button right there. We have a CVT transmission to offer an almost infinite amount of gear ratios for that perfect driving situation, whether it be for economy or for performance. This is your drive mode selector that will make changes to the transmission behavior, throttle sensitivity, traction, and stability control settings. Pretty cool stuff. We have a nice leather wrap steering wheel, Bose premium audio system. This one has 21,307 miles. It's a clean Carfax vehicle, one owner. We do have a complimentary Carfax report, and who better to buy a pre-owned Infiniti from than a new Infiniti retailer like us. This button here activates our safety shield technologies. We have a lot of driver's assistance and a lot of safety features on this QX50, which I'll talk to you shortly about. One of my favorites is the Pro Pilot Assist, which gives you steering assist. It's really great in the highway, so you have adaptive cruise control with stop and go, so it goes all the way down to a complete stop. Then when you have the steering wheel highlighted in blue, you have your steering assist, so that will keep you centered in the lane on the highway, and it'll follow gentle bends. It works awesome. Really does a great job battling driver fatigue. We also have a heads-up display, kind of hard to see right now, but it'll project the speed limit, traffic sign recognition, driver's assistance settings. It'll project it onto the windshield, so you don't have to look down off the road and be distracted to see what's going on. It's a great safety feature there. The top screen is for navigation and parking camera. We have a 360-degree around view monitor. We have moving object detection. The bottom screen is a tablet-like interface for vehicle settings and apps. We have heated and air-conditioned seats. It's 89 degrees right now, so these cooled seats are circulating cooled air through the perforated holes. That feels absolutely amazing. I have the cooled seats on my Infiniti, and they are awesome in the summertime. So let's talk about this bottom screen. So we have this bottom screen for driver's assistance settings, other apps and things like that. So that's your VDC, that's vehicle dynamic control. So that ties the stability and traction control system together. You can shut it on or off. Most of the time you want to leave it on. We have lane keep assist. So we have a lane departure warning, lane departure intervention. We have lane centering assist. We have forward emergency braking and backward emergency braking. Distance control assist just encourages you to slow down or automatically slow down the vehicle with fast approaching traffic. It's more of a driver's assistance feature than a safety feature. I wouldn't rely on it all the time. You have blind spot warning, blind spot intervention, and then we have our traffic sign recognition. And you can also go over here and you can also access the drive mode selector. You have it here. You can also access it here and drill down a little bit deeper. You have different settings for the engine. We have different settings for the steering. Active traction control helps brake individual wheels to help the vehicle rotate better through the corners. You can shut the system on or off. This has active engine braking, so when you put this in the lower gear, it will use compression braking to slow the vehicle down rather than your actual brake, so that can sometimes help you save on brake life. Dual zone auto climate control, of course, power adjustable steering wheel. The steering wheel is also heated. The QX50 is one of our most popular vehicles right now. It's a compact luxury crossover. Front wheel drive is standard, intelligent all-wheel drive is optional. Most of the ones that you'll find in our neck of the woods are going to be all-wheel drive. This one also has a really nice upgraded wheel and tire package. We have cube design LED lights for outstanding nighttime visibility, and they have a nice daytime running strip. Beautiful curvaceous body. Beautiful creases and curves in the QX50. Infiniti went to great lengths to really make this thing beautiful. And adding all these creases and curves make it more expensive to build a vehicle, but we want to make it look good. And obviously this is not built to a price point like a Toyota, it's a luxury vehicle, so we're going to go the extra mile just to make it look good as possible. We have some amazing engine technology here with a VC turbo engine. It's called a variable compression. Infiniti was working on this engine technology for about 20 years. Finally, the QX50 has been the first vehicle and they put it in. Since then we've seen it pop up in a few Nissan vehicles, like the Altima and the Nissan Rogue. And we can also see this in the kind of like the coupe version of the QX50 called the QX55, which is mechanically identical to the QX50, but it has a little bit more of a streamlined body. So what's special about this engine is it can mechanically change the compression ratio on the fly. So if you're doing Easy does it driving. You don't need full power. It'll give you a 14:1 compression ratio, which will maximize the engine for maximum fuel efficiency. But maybe you're doing some aggressive driving. The car can tell. Maybe you have the driving mode selector in sport mode. The car will change the compression ratio to an 8:1 compression ratio, which will maximize the vehicle for maximum horsepower, which is 268 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. In fact, this small VC turbo engine that's 2 liters makes more torque than the naturally aspirated 3.7 liter V6 it replaces. And on top of that, it's far more fuel efficient than the V6. I have the V6 in my FX37, which is kind of like what this kind of ended up replacing. I love it, but my FX37 only gets about 15 miles per gallon around town. You'll probably get over 20 in this QX50 and in the high 20s on the highway. So definitely a big improvement, and it's a fantastic engine. Well, there you have it, one beautiful example of a Sensory QX50 2021. Thanks for watching this video, and hope to see you soon.